September is an absolute madhouse for game releases. There are way too many games and nowhere near enough time for me to play them all. Games like Space Marine 2, Towerborn, the Lollipop Chainsaw remake, Chef RPG, Caravan Sandwich, Wrecker, or the Chicken House game, Critter Cove, Satisfactory's Hitting 1.0, and then there's that Funko Pop game. They are all releasing within the span of 4 days. Even if I could somehow review a game every single day this week, some games would just have to miss out. So how do I choose not only a game to review for this channel, but games to just play in my spare time? Because I can't play them all. And I mean, I'm probably not going to play the Funko Pop game, but I can't lie that it has kind of piqued my curiosity at the very least. Whether these games like it or not, they are up against tough competition. And if they have a chance of me even taking the time to give them a shot, then they have to do something special to get their hooks into me right from the get-go. Because there are 20 other games waiting in line that I could just be playing instead. So the game I picked out to play today is I Am Your Beast. So let's see what it's got.
I'm what the COI made me.
We're on the same fucking team!
And I'm not going back.
Wow. I mean, wow. I Am Your Beast really impressed me, and it's not often that I am instantly on board with a game, but I Am Your Beast had me hooked as soon as our main character said,
Dear Diary.
Presentation is the first thing that stands out with I Am Your Beast. The story is told in a very simplistic yet very effective way. The story is nothing special, but it is the way it is told that really works. The slow pan of the camera, the way the text pops up and the color changing depending on who's talking, it feels like it shouldn't work as well as it does. And look, as far as the story goes, there isn't really that much to say about that part of the game. We play as Alphonse Harding, an ex-Special Forces soldier content in living in isolation. His ex-commanding officer is looking for him, and when Harding refuses to come back into the fold, his ex-CO starts sending in droves of soldiers to take him down. Like I said, the story is simple, but it is just told in a very effective way. And I think it is the wholehearted commitment from the voice actors in this game that really makes the difference. There are 3 main characters that feature in the cutscenes, and they're all portrayed in a way that, it really complements the way the story is told. I will say that the enemy NPCs are all well done too. I am never tired of their weird conversations and their mundane callouts.
Let me know when you need to go to the bathroom. I'll take watch.
I'm fine.
What do you mean you're fine? I haven't seen you piss all day, dude.
Part of the reason why I never get sick of the voice acting is because it's good, it's fun, but the other reason I never get sick of it is because the game is too short to be able to get sick of it. And yeah, so the main story of this game takes around about 2 hours to complete, which is very short. There are 24 story missions, and if you play this game, you will fly through them. Like 2 hours is quick, but it feels like less than that because the game is so fun that the time just passes by like it's nothing. Now, the game will slow you down a couple of times, requiring you to go back and complete a certain amount of bonus objectives in previous missions, if you hadn't completed any by that point, as well as getting like 1 S rank time at some point. In most other games, I would call this annoying, but these little roadblocks didn't take me long to complete, and I doubt they would take anyone very long to complete. The bonus objectives are different in each mission. Some of them require you to beat the level, for example, only using a knife, while others you may need to explode a certain number of barrels or head stomp a certain amount of enemies. They're all usually pretty fun to at least try. Now, as for the mission locked out via needing an S rank time, that could be seen as a little mean because they're very tough to pull off, but I just went back to the first level of the game and I got it on my 3rd attempt, and it actually was really satisfying to pull it off when I got it. Now, on top of the 24 story missions, there are also bonus challenge missions separate to the story. There's about 12 of them, some of which you need to unlock by completing the extra objectives in the story missions, as well as getting S-rank timings. And to unlock the last challenge mission, you need to pretty much 100% complete the game. So if you want to play this last challenge mission or experience every piece of content that this game has to offer, then that will balloon the game time out by quite a bit more. But I do have to emphasize that the game is, it is very short, and other than a couple of bugs that I ran into, that's kind of the only real negative thing that I can say about this game, because everything else is amazing. Despite the game being so short, the game absolutely makes up for it with the rest it has to offer. Starting with the gameplay, I Am Your Beast could easily be described as Hotline Miami if it were a first-person shooter. In fact, I would go as far to call this the spiritual successor to Hotline Miami, because the gameplay is simple, slick, and most of all, satisfying. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about because you've never played Hotline Miami, I Am Your Beast's gameplay focuses on rewarding quick thinking and stringing together kills efficiently. Any weapon you pick up will have a certain amount of ammo or uses before it will need to be discarded, so looking for your next weapon or how you're going to take on the next enemy is always on your mind. It took a couple of levels for me to get into the groove of how to play the game. First tip I figured out is that there is a punch button and that you should never, ever use it. It takes 3 punches to kill an enemy, and if you are in a situation where you are left without a weapon and an enemy to kill, use the kick button. A kick can one-hit kill, but if it doesn't, the enemy will drop down and you can steal whatever weapon that they had. Once I figured that out, the game got a bit faster. As I progressed through the game, I picked up little tricks here and there that would just optimize my gameplay. Throwing a gun at a red barrel won't detonate it, but throwing a knife will. Speed is key in I Am Your Beast, partly because the game times you and you get a ranking based on how quickly you can beat the level, but also because the faster you get, the more satisfying that the game feels. Something that I just cannot stress enough is how satisfying the game feels to play. The controls are very tight and very responsive, and any mistakes that I made while playing the game rarely ever felt like it was the game's fault. Although I did have one instance where I fell through the map, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't my fault.
Don't let hiding get away!
But it takes half a second to restart a mission, so I wasn't really worried. Just like What the Car, which I reviewed yesterday, the game is very quick to restart. Actually, it's even faster. I can hit pause and reset the mission and be on my next attempt in under a second. And look, all of the menus, the score calculating at the end of the mission, loading into a new mission, it's all so quick. And I mean, I do have a machine that is definitely overkill for a game like this, but how quickly everything works, it just all feeds into that mentality of wanting to go quickly. Like, this game is a speedrunner's dream. It does everything in its power to just get out of the way and let you go. And nothing sells that mentality of wanting to go fast better than the music. Oh my god, the music. When I mentioned that this game is the spiritual successor to Hotline Miami, this is what I'm talking about. Like, swap out the synthwave vibes for 100,000 beats per minute, head-thumping, heart-racing beats. Like, this game throws out banger after banger after banger, and I'm pretty sure that none of the tracks repeat throughout the game, and if they did, I didn't notice. Like, the music perfectly complements the gameplay. I've left a link to the soundtrack in the description because I think it is really great, and one of the pillars that just makes this game stand out as phenomenal. Look, you know that saying that we're here for a good time, not a long time? Well, I Am Your Beast stretches that to its absolute limit. On one hand, I Am Your Beast is so good that I want to cry, but it is almost criminal how short this game is. And it's not hard to see that if this game gets a sequel in the future, and I really do hope that it gets a sequel in the future, that there are just many places in which the game could easily expand. More weapons, more enemy variety, different environments. The fact that this is so good and it could be better, it's amazing. And look, I do want to see like the developers expand on this because I think that they do have a winner here. This game is phenomenal, and the fact that it is so good by just doing a few simple things just really, really well, the music, the gameplay, and the story. Nothing that is done in this game is really complex. It shouldn't be this good, but it is, and it's mind-boggling that all you need to do is just do a couple of things so well to create an experience like this that feels so special. And that's why I think that I Am Your Beast is a frontrunner in being one of my personal favorite games of the year. And despite me playing under 4 hours of this game, it has left a lasting impression on me that has gone far beyond the actual amount of time I spent playing it. So despite the game being so short, and even though it is on the pricier side for its length, I absolutely wholeheartedly recommend this game. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked the video, please leave it a like, and if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. This was another quickie review. I really wasn't expecting to be back with another game so soon, but I Am Your Beast was just too good not to talk about. Once again, I am contemplating what game I'll be tackling next. I have tried Towerborn, but I'm not sure that will be getting a video. We'll see with that one. But let me know what game you think I should cover next in the comments. Thank you so much to my YouTube members, Controlled Killer and Yellow. If you think my content is worth supporting via a YouTube membership, the option is there. Perks are on the screen. I also have a community Discord, which is free to enter, as well as a Steam curator page. Links to everything are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.